Welcome back. It is Faith Friday here at ADC, and we are very excited to bring back our next guest who joined us last October when archaeologists made a breakthrough announcing a mass grave had been found of the victims of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre. Yeah, marking the worst episode of racial violence in U.S. history. You're talking about this massacre and the families of victims never knowing if and where their loved ones were buried. So let's bring in Dr. Robert R.A. Turner of the historic Vernon A.M.E. Church in Tulsa, joining us once again. Good to have you back here with us. And we want to point out you are actually on that Tulsa Mass Grave Oversight Committee. Do you have an update? And in particular, there's been an official count of how many people were actually killed, but many folks always thought that number was much, much higher. What can you update us about?
First of all, good afternoon, and thanks so much for having me, TJ and Amy. I do sit on the Tulsa Mass Grave Excavation Public Oversight Committee, and we have recently, as of starting last week, started taking bodies out of the ground. And I was so blessed to be able to help carry the first body out of the ground to take it to the examination site. And we have several more in that plot. We have now over 20 plus bodies that have been identified, and some have even been consistent with the remains of a baby or children. And so it just really aches your heart and pulls at your soul to see the remnants and the actual skeletal remains of those individuals. So we want to shift and end on an upbeat and a hopeful note here, as we often do as our Faith Friday guests. And so you go ahead, you take the floor and give us a word going into the weekend. Well, Opal Lee really has inspired me. The fact that Juneteenth is now a holiday, and the fact that she's been doing this for several years, marching, running, walking for 2.5 miles, and the story. And I know we're still not done. We need more than just a holiday. We need things such as voting rights bills passed. We need voter suppression stop. We definitely need Congress to pass H.R. 40. But her story and this past few weeks of experiences has taught me what Galatians 6 and 9 says: to grow not weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. And what I encourage people to do, such as folks like Miss Opal Lee, who has encouraged me to keep fighting, to keep trusting, to keep pushing, and to not grow weary. People are going to throw darts at you. People are going to scandalize your name. People are going to come out against you. People are going to say you're crazy or laugh at you. But keep pushing and grow not weary in that. For in due season, you will reap a harvest. And that's in any line of work. That's in any walk of life, wherever you find yourself in family and vocation, or even in your health, to just not grow weary in well-doing. Keep doing the good that you're doing, and watch God do the rest, because he's already doing the most. So thank you for that. And I also must ask my good friend Amy a question. I forgot, I'm getting old. I have a birthday next month. I'm approaching 40. I'm not quite 40 yet, but my memory's fading me a little bit. And I need to remember who won the national championship this past year.
You know what? I liked you, and then you're making it hard. You're just making it hard. Didn't we say end on an upbeat note on Facebook? Yeah. Upbeat note.
I love you too.
I like your spunk, though. I appreciate that. And go Dogs.
Oh, my. I asked the question. I still haven't gotten the answer to it yet.
Well, I think it doesn't need to be spoken aloud, does it, TJ? I don't think so. I think it would be very painful for me to say it. And you know what?
Really?
Reverend, she always wraps this segment by saying, this is our favorite segment of the week. She is not going to say that right now. Not going to say it. So, Reverend, bye. We appreciate you as always, Reverend Turner. Good to see you, man. It was better coming out of his mouth, I think. Yeah.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.